I've only got 15 minutes before I jump on a client call, but this is on my heart. I'm not even dressed up. I haven't got anything kind of good lights for a video, but who cares? Because when I was having a sauna this morning and doing my morning meditation and prayer, it just really hit me because right now I'm creating this course called the Detox Academy, and it's specifically very much starting to go down a path of calling in Christians who are chronically sick, who are unhealthy, who are relying on God to heal them, yet their faith is dead because there's no works in their healing. And anyway, what I mean by that is many people, and with my clients, with people I consult with, they want to look at natural healing like they look at the pharmacology. Like, hey, I'm having this symptom. Do you have a detox for this? Hey, I'm having liver issues. Can you help clean my liver? Hey, I'm having a thyroid issue. Can I help heal my thyroid? What herbs do I need? And like, I love that. But at the same time, it's such childish thinking, because healing reveals its wholeness. You can't just expect to do one thing and not for it to affect another thing. This is why when you take a pharmacology drug, yes, it will be trying to suppress the symptom, but it will also be harming the body in another way. This is what we call side effects. Same thing when it comes to natural healing and herbs and supplements and things of this nature. And so before we even go down that route of detoxification, because detoxification needs to be a systematic approach, because if you don't, you're going to really feel detox symptoms, number one. And number two, you're probably not going to see the healing result you want. But before we even go down that path, it's extremely important to know that you are four bodies. You are a physical body, you're a mental body, you're an emotional body, and you're a spiritual body. And these bodies need to be engrossed in what they're created from spirit, created from the elements. And if we're not willing to radically audit our lives and see what is actually harming us, what's actually causing these symptoms of fatigue, for burnout, for inflammatory issues, for gut issues, for autoimmune issues, for cancer, if we're not willing to look at our environment, and I mean by environment, I mean where we live, in each room, what products we're wearing in regards to clothing, personal care products, cleaning products, things of this nature, the foods we're eating, the way we're moving, the way we're loving, the way we're relating, the way we're breathing, the way we're engaging in nature, if we're not willing to look at those things and make changes along with detoxing, well, good luck to you. You know, like it's just, you're just looking at detox for a quick fix so you can go back to a comfortable environment, or go back to an environment that's stressful because that's what your nervous system is used to, right? I think there's a saying, I'm gonna butcher the crap out of this, but your nervous system would rather live in a familiar hell than an unfamiliar heaven. So when we begin to change, our nervous system doesn't know what's up. It knows stress, it knows anxiety, it knows depression, it knows these things because it also knows our coping mechanisms, whether that be food, work, entertainment at any degree, right? It knows that it can cope. But when we go out of that environment and begin to change, begin to evolve, begin to heal, and we're not using those coping mechanisms anymore, that's where it can be tough. And that's where it's so important that we have community around us. It's so important that we have people who understand this process, who can guide us, who can encourage us, that can hold us and teach us how to hold ourselves more than anything, right? This is why I believe in my faith. This is why I have faith in God. This is why I believe in Jesus, because he supports me in all of those tribulations, those trials, those turmoil times in my life, and particularly those unfavorable emotions. They are needed for healing. We shouldn't be running away from them, but we should be leaning into the abyss of the darkness that they bring, and then allowing the light within to shine on those things so that it can be healed and let go of. This is a part of the healing journey, not just, hey, radically change your diet. Hey, do a colon cleanse, do a gut cleanse, do a liver cleanse. These are important, but we're only scratching the surface if we just approach detoxing like we do pharmacology. But when we can approach detoxing that and look at detoxing the perspective that it's requiring a full transformation, that detoxing actually is about healing and healing is about revealing our wholeness, then yes, we should be approaching our mental, emotional, and spiritual lives along with our environment of external and internal whilst doing the detox. So I don't know if that lands for you, but if you agree with that, please please comment on this video, because this is just truth to me. And I try to really keep bringing that to the forefront of my clients, forefront of my life. Every time I'm feeling a bit low, I don't run to a detox. I run to my environment going, what is it about my environment? What is it about my perception of how I see this thing currently? And is that the thing that's causing the symptom? And 9 times out of 10, it is. And then when I can address that whilst doing a cleanse, that's where the healing comes. Not just doing the cleanse and ignoring my perception, ignoring the stress, ignoring the environment. Because once the cleanse is done and I go back into the same environment and cause sickness, well, guess what? You're going to get sick again, right? You can't heal in the same environment that got you sick. Right? This is why many people run to retreats and they feel amazing, but they come back to the environment, back to their relationships, back to their stress, back to their work, back to their lack of boundaries. And they're like, oh, that detox was only a short, didn't really do the job. Well, of course not. It's never going to do the job unless you address all of it. And so, hey, I know that can be overwhelming. And if that's feeling overwhelming for you and you don't know how to take that approach in a systematic way, in a natural and nurturing way, then reach out. That's what I do. That's how I hold. That's what I coach people in. This is what I support people in. This is my passion. This is my calling. This is my ministry. And it's all at the heart of getting back in connection, relationship with our Creator, getting back in relationship with the created things, the elements, and making sure that we have a huge, huge reverence and awe to these things. So, my friends, bless you heaps. Thanks for letting me rant. I've got to go. I've got a client in 9 minutes. That's the video. Done. Much love.